Om Sai Ram. Welcome to Living Spiritually. Om Namah Shivaya. Let's explore everything about Lord Kala Bhairava, a must know story about Kala Bhairava. Lord Kala Bhairava, a formidable manifestation of Shiva, embodies the unyielding force of time and cosmic order. Revered across Hindu, Jain, and Buddhist tradition, he stands as the guardian of the universe's temporal flow, ensuring balance and justice. Depicted with a fierce demeanor, Kala Bhairava's iconography includes blazing eyes, a garland of skulls, and weapons that signify his role as the destroyer of evil and protector of righteousness. His presence is especially significant in the sacred city of Kashi, that is Varanasi, where he is venerated as the Kotwal or the chief guardian, maintaining spiritual discipline among devotees. Worship of Kala Bhairava bestows fearlessness, discipline, and liberation, guiding followers through the cycle of life and death with unwavering strength. Now let's know who is Lord Kala Bhairava. Kala Bhairava is a fierce manifestation of Bhagavan Shiva, embodying the destructive and protective aspects of the divine. He is revered as the guardian of time and the enforcer of cosmic order. According to Hindu mythology, Kala Bhairava emerged from Shiva's wrath to punish Lord Brahma for his arrogance, symbolizing the destruction of ego and ignorance. He is considered a form of Shiva himself, representing the annihilating aspect that maintains balance in the universe. Kala Bhairava is also associated with the goddess Shakti, embodying divine feminine energy, and his consort is Bhairavi, highlighting the interplay between the masculine and feminine forces in cosmic functions. Kala Bhairava is depicted with a dark complexion, fierce expression, and multiple arms holding various weapons and symbols. His Vahana is a dog, symbolizing loyalty and the ability to navigate darkness. He carries a trident, representing his power to destroy the three main obstacles in life, that is, ignorance, ego, and desire. The drum signifies the rhythm of time and the universe, while the skull symbolizes the transient nature of life. He is often adorned with a garland of skulls, emphasizing his role in the cycle of life and death. Significance of Lord Kala Bhairava. The literal translation of Bhairava is fearful or terrible. Its interpretation is not quite the same. It generally means he is the deity who guards his worshippers from external enemies as well as from inner enemies like anger, lust, greed, and several other negative emotions. There is yet another interpretation of the name. Bha denotes creation, Ra for preservation, and Va stands for destruction. Thereby, Bhairava is regarded as the ultimate Godhead and merges all the forces of the universe. Lord Kala Bhairava holds profound philosophical and spiritual significance within Hinduism. As the fierce manifestation of Shiva, he embodies the relentless force of time and the transformative power of destruction. His role as the guardian of time underscores the impermanence of worldly existence and the importance of spiritual discipline. By confronting fear and ego, worshippers seek his protection and the courage to transcend material limitations. Kala Bhairava's Veneration is particularly prominent in Shaivism and Tantric traditions. In regions like Varanasi, he is revered as a city guardian, ensuring spiritual order. His influence extends to Buddhism, where he is recognized as a protector deity, illustrating his cross cultural importance. There are 64 Bhairavas in total, grouped into 8 segments, each led by Kala Bhairava, the supreme ruler of time. These 8 principal Bhairavas, known as the Ashta Bhairavas, each govern a direction of the universe and embody a specific power. First one being Asatanga Bhairava enhances creativity and prosperity. Second one, Azuru Bhairava, helps overcome enemies. Third one being Chanda Bhairava, that is, increases self confidence. Fourth one is Krodha Bhairava, empowers decisive action. Unmatha Bhairava, improves speech and communication. Kapala Bhairava, eliminates unproductive habits. Seventh one being Bhishana Bhairava, removes negativity and wards off evil. The last one, the eighth one, is Samhara Bhairava, clears negative outcomes from past actions. Kala Bhairava is honored by Hindus, Jains, and Buddhists across India and Nepal. In Sri Lanka, he is worshipped as Bhairava, the guardian of treasures. The Agori sect regards him as the principal deity, while Kashmiri community, especially those from Gorath, celebrate him during the Shivaratri festival. Bhairava's worship centers on protection, transformation, and mastery over time and destiny. Festivals dedicated to Kala Bhairava include Kala Bhairava Jayanti, observed on the 8th day of the waning moon in the month of Kartika is typically falling in November or December, that is on 12th November 2025. Devotees engage in fasting, night vigils, and special prayers to honor his role as the cosmic timekeeper and seek his blessings for protection and spiritual growth. Let's know the iconography and symbolism. Lord Kala Bhairava, a formidable manifestation of Bhagavan Shiva, embodies the annihilation of ego and the guardianship of sacred spaces. What's the physical appearance and symbolical elements? Kala Bhairava is depicted with a fierce visage, wide eyes, and protruding fangs, signifying his role as the destroyer of evil. His matted hair and garland of skulls, that is Mundamala, represents the transcendence of worldly attachments and the impermanence of life. He wields a trident, that is the Trishula, symbolizing the destruction of the ego, a drum, Dhamaru, denoting the rhythm of creation and destruction, a noose, Pasha, indicating control over negative forces, and a skull representing the annihilation of ignorance. His Vahana, vehicle, is a dog symbolizing loyalty and vigilance. Color, symbolism, posture, and mudras. Kala Bhairava is typically depicted with a dark complexion, symbolizing the vastness and depth of the cosmos. His posture is often dynamic, reflecting his active role in the destruction of evil and protection of the righteous. The Bhairava mudra associated with him involves placing the right hand over the left, palm facing upward, resting in the lap. The gesture represents the union of masculine and feminine energies, signifying balance and the transcendence of duality. Let's know the origin of Lord Kala Bhairava. Lord Kala Bhairava, a fierce aspect of Lord Shiva, originates from a pivotal episode in the Shiva Purana. During a dispute over supremacy between Brahma and Vishnu, Shiva manifested as an endless pillar of light to reveal the truth. Vishnu admitted his limitations, but Brahma, driven by pride, falsely claimed victory. In response, Shiva created Kala Bhairava from his third eye. Bhairavas severed Brahma's fifth head, a decisive act that symbolizes the eradication of arrogance and falsehood. This event left Brahma with four heads and burdened Bhairava with the sin of Brahma Hatya, compelling him to wander with Brahma's skull until his absolution in Varanasi. This narrative underscores the principle that even divine beings are subject to the laws of karma and must atone for their actions. Kala Bhairava's journey as the penitent wanderer reflects the necessity of humility and the transformative power of penance. His eventual liberation in Varanasi, one of the Hinduism's holiest cities, highlights the city's spiritual significance as a place of redemption. Kala Bhairava's role extends beyond his myth. He is revered as the guardian of time, that is, the Kala, and the protector of sacred spaces, Kshetrapalaka, ensuring order and discipline in the spiritual realm. His presence at temple entrances and his worship during midnight ritual reflects his authority over transitions, boundaries, and the unseen. These themes resonate with broader Hindu philosophy, where the maintenance of dharma and cosmic balance is central, as seen in the texts like the Mahabharata and other Puranas. The story of Kala Bhairava illustrates the importance of truth, humility, and accountability, while his worship reinforces the need of vigilance, discipline, and respect for spiritual law. Through his fierce yet just nature, Kala Bhairava embodies the principles that uphold cosmic order and spiritual integrity. Legends and stories, the decapitation of Brahma and the destruction of ego. Many legends feature Lord Bhairava, the fierce and terrifying aspect of Bhagavan Shiva, who is often involved to destroy arrogance and uphold cosmic order. One of the most famous tales found in the Shiva Mahapurana centers on a dispute between Brahma, Vishnu, and Shiva about who is the supreme creator of the universe. Bhagavan Vishnu asked Brahma who is the supreme creator was. Brahma, honored as the creator, became egoistic, especially since he had five heads like Shiva and believed he could match Shiva's powers. He began to mimic Shiva's work and interfere with the task. Shiva, initially tolerant, grew impatient with Brahma's meddling. In response, Shiva broke a tiny nail from his finger and threw it. The nail transformed into Kala Bhairava, who immediately proceeded to Brahma and cut off one of his heads. This act is why Bhairava is often depicted holding Brahma's skull. Another version of the story says that when Brahma humiliated Shiva, then Shiva assumed the form of the ferocious Bhairava, leaping from his third eye to sever Brahma's fifth head. Decapitating Brahma, a Brahmin, was considered the gravest sin. As penance, Bhairava wandered the universe as a naked beggar with Brahma's skull, that is Kapala, stuck to his hand, using it as a begging bowl. His sin was absolved only when he reached this sacred city of Varanasi, that is Kashi, where the skull finally fell from his hand, signifying liberation. Through this act, Bhairava humbled Brahma, ending his ego and granting him immediate enlightenment. Brahma, now appreciative, bowed before Bhairava and owed to work for the benefit of the universe. Let's know the birth of Bhairava from Kali's anger. Another fascinating story or the legend describes how Bhagavan Shiva conceived Bhairava through the divine intervention of goddess Parvati. There was once a ferocious Asura named the Dahurasuran, who, after rigorous penance, received a boon that he could only be killed by a woman. To vanquish him, Parvati assumed the form of Kali and succeeded in her mission. However, after the battle, Kali's anger manifested as a child. She nourished the child with her milk. Witnessing this, Bhagavan Shiva appeared and merged both Kali and the child into himself, giving rise to the avatar of Bhairava. From this form, Shiva manifested as the eight Ashtanga Bhairavas. Since Kali's manifestation was the reason of Bhairava's existence, he is occasionally referred to as her son. Spiritual lesson from Lord Kala Bhairava. Lord Kala Bhairava represents the fierce aspect of Shiva and stands as a guardian of time, justice, and spiritual discipline. His tales offer several direct spiritual and moral lessons. Om Namah Shivaya, Om Sai Ram, Om Satchidananda Sadguru Sainath Maharaj Ki Jai.